Beautiful morning here in Nova Scotia, guys. I'm a little bit crippled up this morning. Shingled a big roof yesterday. What we're going to talk about today, now that I got the old truck fixed, is we're going to show you how to set up your HP tuners with the ProLink and the Wideband. So we have the HP ProLink right here, which plugs into the side of your OBD2 thing. And what it has is it has two links onto it, so you're able to scan two different things. If you have boost and you want to scan your boost while the truck's running, you can. For me, I'm using red and black, which I'm pretty sure is the first channel onto it. It doesn't really matter. And we're using brown and white. So brown, I got hooked to black. White, I've got hooked to red. And this is just a little extender thing that I geared up so it's not in the fuse panel in the way. So a lot of people get this far and then they have trouble with the software figuring out what to do. So what you're going to do, I'm going to reopen this here just for teaching's sake. There's a few steps that you need to go through before you will actually get your wideband to read with HP tuners. So I'm going to show you what you got to do to get there. My computer's a little frozen this morning. Literally, I left it in the truck last night and it's super cold. So before you start scanning, you're going to want to go up here and click add channel, and that's going to bring this up. And if you type in MPVI, it gives you all your information. So like I said, I'm using red, so that's input 1, and you want to add that channel. After you add the channel, you then want to left click and hit transform. And what you want is your air-fuel ratio, your actual air-fuel ratio. You don't want the equivalence ratio. You do, but you don't. You want air-fuel in this setting, and then over here you're going to set up a graph called AFR air, or at least that's what I called it. And what you'll have is RPM, and you want your map sensor. So to do this, you're going to go in here, left click, graph layouts. And it's going to bring all this stuff up. So what I don't like is it brings all 5 of your graphs, so you actually got to click down here to AFR. And your parameter is going to be AFR error math percentage. And I like 20 cell hits, that gives you accurate info. High side 25, low side minus 25. And down here, you're going to set up revolutions per minute and manifold absolute pressure in kPa. Quite a bit before you actually get this scanning and working. So that is another step. The other step you need, if it's not on here, you need to add a channel, and you need to know, what is it here? Air-fuel ratio command it. So you're going to see that over here. Where are we? air fuel ratio command. You need that as well. I think I've actually got it on here twice. But anyway, anything that you're scanning, you need to have it on your channels. So a lot of people get stumped with this because they get their graphs all set up, and for example, this AFR error graph, if it's not set up right, it'll just show you 100% in all these columns because nothing's reading and working. So that being said, that is all the steps. We are now ready to fire up. We've got commanded throttle, relative throttle, air fuel commanded. The wideband is reading air fuel actual. So the O2 sensors are the commanded. The wideband is the actual. And what you'll notice right away when you fire the engine up or start scanning, which we're going to do now. So we're going to hit start scanning. And sometimes it takes a minute here. It just brings this little thing up. Whoops. Oh, key's not on. So key on, start scanning. Kill the radio so we don't get no copyright claims in the video. Okay, so right off the bat this reading's incorrect because it's heating up still, and you won't get a correct reading until you fire up. So now you'll see we've got 12.2 or 12.4. 12.4. That's a good way to double check if it's reading accurately. And now you'll see, so now we're in the 11s. We're in the 11s. Everything's working copacetically here. And you'll see this graph is starting to fill itself in with the numbers that we want. Rev it here. So this is how you're going to dial your fuel in 100%. And actually, truck's cold and I'm not seeing any scary numbers here. I mean, perfect world, it'd be nice to have all these numbers under 5% either way. But you know, we got an 11 hit over here and a low cell. Generally these top cells here don't really matter a whole bunch. When you're on the throttle, you're usually from 30 down. So as you can see, we're idling and we're here in the 50 block. If I touch the fuel, but this is all load based, so when you put the truck in gear, this stuff is all going to change. So that is how you set up your ProLink with your new AEM wideband sensor and setup. And this is how you get scanning to get some actual numbers so you know what's going on with your fuel, and then you're able to tune. As she warms up, you'll see the commanded air fuel is rising, and our actual is, you know, pretty close to where it should be. So I'm thinking there's probably not going to be a whole lot of adjustments on my particular setup, but anybody doing this, especially with a boosted setup, this is extremely important to do, so you know if your fueling is correct. I mean, yeah, you can pull plugs and look at them, but this is real computer numbers. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, check out the other videos. It's Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm gonna get off to Thanksgiving dinner with my family. Everybody have a safe day.